sound. Hey YouTube, good morning. Hey YouTube, I had a quick problem, but I'm here again. Good morning. I'm here with these two amazing hosts here in Talk and Talk as well, Christian and Lurian. And we're going to talk about uh, yeah, the perfection trap when good isn't good enough. That's right or not, I don't know. We will have a good conversation about it. And yeah, I think you know how Talk and Talk works, but some words about it. Here you can learn some of the most important languages. You can check all the available languages on the Talk and Talks website. And this is a immersion, not a class. I'm just a student like all of us here. I'm here just to help guide us in this conversation. We have a specific topic to talk about, but sometimes we talk about different things. Of course, depend of the people and the context and our desire. I don't know. And that's it, guys. Let's start with our traditional presentation. Lurian, could you start?
Yes, so good morning. I'm Núria. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm business analyst. I have two dogs, and I don't have any kids. I don't know if I will have. This is a question,
Yeah, a
but
hard
we
decision to
we
make.
see. Yes, we see. Um, in my free time, I like to play video games. Yesterday, I finished The Village. It's a video game about
It's
Resident Evil.
is it really?
Yes, yes. But it's not about
Oh,
my free time, like, oh, I will play video games. My
mm-hmm.
boyfriend loves a lot.
Ah,
And
okay. You are
and
influenced by him.
I really like, but if you say like, Ludia, let's do something for your free time, maybe I will not choose play video games, in the first option. But I really like when we play together, and always
Yeah,
I can like kill the big boss, the big thing.
I have a
And
just suggestion for both of you, Lurian.
okay,
Give a chance for a game called It Take Two.
oh, okay, it's it
It
too.
Take
Okay,
Two. It's a
okay,
good game to play in a couple, you know?
okay. I will
Take a
check
note.
this with you. I wrote, and no, it's just to say something different that I used to say, and I was
Mm-hmm.
really happy that we finished the game, yesterday. I like to
Mm-hmm.
have this moment with him because he loves play video games. Like we play video games is what he will choose, for free
Mm-hmm.
time in the first
I got
option. So it was nice. We prepared something to eat between us, and that's it. Thank you.
Oh, great. I can understand him for sure. I'm a kind of him.
Yeah,
I like to play video games. Yesterday, early, yeah, lady, I played something for an hour and a half, I guess, just to relax my mind. I worked a lot yesterday, and I decided to did that. Thank you, Lurian. Christian, and how about you, my man?
Of course. So good morning, guys. My name is Christian Jimenez. I am from Bolivia. However, I currently live here in Brazil. As I always say, I work in IT area, specifically as tech lead for a Brazilian institute. As a matter of fact, I moved here because of my job with my wife. So I'm married. I've been married for almost 4 years. So this year we're gonna complete the fourth year
Congrats.
together.
Congrats.
My wife, she's Bolivian as well, so we were new here in Brazil. Let me see what else. It was interesting to know that Lurian loves playing video games. I was really into video games when I was younger. Resident Evil, as a matter of fact, was one of my favorite games. I remember that I played the version of Nemesis for the PlayStation 2, that perhaps it's so old for you,
This is a big
but
boss.
yeah, it was really, really, really good, a really good game. But nowadays I stopped playing video games because I think that my wife, she had a trauma with a specific video game that is Dota 2. I used to play so much when I was at university. I think that it was addictive. So I she had some troubles with my sister-in-law
Uh-huh.
and with her ex boyfriend of my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So that I think that experience created a trauma in my wife. So she doesn't like me to play that video game.
I feel.
But I don't care. I think that nowadays I don't need that anymore. I do
Mm-hmm.
different other kind of activities, and yeah, that's it. A little bit something new and something curious about me.
Thank you. I like that you know Nemesis. Nemesis is a big important boss of Resident Evil. Guys, I have a problem about horror games, you know. I can't play this kind of games. For me, I feel fear a lot in this kind of games. Sometimes I think I'm going to have a heart attack if I play this kind of games, you know.
There is
Uh,
some moments is really dark, like the monster just
yeah,
oh.
I like to play games, but horror ones, it's impossible for me, you know. I had problem. I don't. I think I know why. When I was child, I had some. I had some have some traumas about horror movies and series because my mom used to watch this kind of content in our family TV at home when I was child, and I don't know why, but I have this feeling since I was child. So I have fear. I have fear in playing, but I feel happy and interesting to see someone play this kind of game. You know, I don't know why, but when I see other ones playing that, that's not a problem for me. You know. Well, that's it. It's another interesting thing about me. Since you talked about this kind of leisure moments, and yeah, guys, I'm here since last year June, and it started as a host last year August. Uh, to be honest, I realized that I like to practice and study English here in Talk and Talk because the way that that works, actually, I feel more confident to speak, to express my ideas. Of course, I have a long big challenges and setbacks along the way, but I'm doing great, I think. So that's it, guys. Let's start with the conversation at all. Christian, could you start with the first question, please?
Sure, let me see here. Why do you think people sometimes settle for good instead of pushing for the best? I believe that it's depend of people, but something that happened to me is that sometimes I feel in my comfort zone. So I find a time or a specific moment that I feel that it's good what I am doing, and it's not necessary to go ahead. And I think that it's something bad because it's like it's like going to the gym. There is a point in your training where your muscle are used to, for example, push a weight that it's
Mm-hmm.
good because the muscle already grew. And
Yeah.
but if you go ahead, only it will be so painful, or perhaps you will be more exhausted. exhausted. So I think it's the same thing that happens with our brains or with different abilities. We get in a point that it's okay to do that. We feel great doing that. We don't feel any other pain, and that's why we decide to stay there and don't go in ahead. So yeah, I think it's a good example, and I think it's why our comfort zone we decide to stay over there.
Yeah, you said the same topic that my wife do. She goes to the gym every single day, at least since last 5 years, because I live with her during this time. So for me it's amazing her um dedication, to get next level about this topic. And how about you, Lurian?
Yes, I agree with Christian. First, I think it's depend of who, like I don't just be okay with good. Always I try to be better, but I can understand why some people just feel like it's okay just to have an average life, like you can be happy, you don't need to follow some kind of patterns all the time. If you're okay with this, in my opinion, just go for it. But I think people normally they know that if you go into the best, you will have more conflicts. So maybe they try to avoid to have that,
For sure.
né? Including fear to lose something and some kind of maybe you don't believe that you can achieve too,
Yeah.
So I think that is a lot of reasons, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, we need to understand how this person was raised to check like how deep it is. But in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, if someone just want to be good, to have a average life, since you don't do anything bad for anyone, I
Mm-hmm.
think you can have a life. But in my opinion, always I said like I'm here. I don't know for how much time, like the average for people is for women, I think is 70, 80 years old. And always I think uh, I don't have a lot of time. And if I need to spend this time, I prefer try to spend to do the best. But it's just a conception that I was raised, so I think it's depend of because of that, and
I
that's it.
agree. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. That's depend. I would like to add one more thing. I would like that procrastination is one of the most key things related that as human being we used to procrastinate in a lot of parts in our lives, um and sometimes we feel in a stuck, and for example, about my leisure time, it's important I have a conscious about to have to stop in a lot of time to about this leisure one, because if not, we can spend a lot of time in this topic and not to improve myself, so it's necessary we evaluate it. I can bring an example. Yesterday I worked along the day until the middle of the evening, and I had a personal appointment about to create two topics to bring the in future in next immersions here in Talk and Talk, and of course I was tired by the time, and I was invited by another virtual friends to play some video games, But I've thought, oh, I need to create this top key. I need to stay with my family, and if I have time, I'm going to Discord and have a chilling with them. But yeah, I didn't. I decided just to make my appointments and stay with my family. So I think it's important we have this feeling. But I know a lot of people used to have it's hard for a lot of people to have this feeling about their selves. And so in my opinion, the reason to we settle settle for a good instead of pushing us for the best is related our procrastination. And yeah, that's it. And Luria, could you start the second question, please?
Yes. Jack of all trades, master of none is a saying that suggests that trying to be good at everything might stop someone from excelling at one thing. Do
Ah,
you
I put
agree? Why or not?
what it means, Jack of
Ah,
all
no, I
trades,
know.
master of none.
I translate before Papa to
Ah,
the Oh, I didn't know we have a nice translate for that, you know. Um, this is something that is hard to think, but I can agree. I can understand that if you are good in a lot of things, or maybe you just okay, you know, and a lot of things, maybe you cannot put all your effort in one thing and be the best. It's my this I think can happen,
Mhm.
and I agree because you don't maybe you don't I cannot say if maybe you don't have time, but maybe you don't take your time to uh, do something with expertise, you know, like something you can say what is your talent, what is
Mhm.
if I think about you, what I can think, you know. Jack of all trades, I will think this person is a jack, master of none, but is average, you know. But
Yeah,
maybe if you have time and you dedicate to be better in something, you know, to be a reference, in my opinion, you can do this. But I don't know, like I really like we have here Severino, you know, someone that is always is colored to do something that is necessary. So in the same point, I'm thinking about that, you know, because it's nice you have someone that can help you with a lot of basic things, you know.
yeah,
It's hard question. So I think well,
yeah.
I will be in the middle here. Okay, I don't know if you have a word for that in English. Um, like I will not take any part. You know, I will be on top
Yeah.
of the wall here.
The-
And I think it's depend, but if you want to have expertise and something, you need to dedicate your time. If not, you can be Jack or Severina, and that's
Yeah.
okay too.
Christian, do you know about Severino? I don't think so. Severino is
I
a
never
person.
I never heard about it.
Oh, you know. Okay, okay.
No, I've never heard about it. I don't
Ah,
know about it.
okay. Severino is a persona in a old famous TV program called A Praça é Nossa in Brazil. A Praça é Nossa. It was a humor program in an old TV show, in a kind of TV show, that he was a person that did everything in a company. He was a porteiro. I don't know how to say porteiro in English. But he did a lot of stuff in that company. So he shared these histories in that humor TV show, you know. By the time it was so funny. Yeah, that's it. So, Christian, this expressions is related a joke that I used to see in our field as developer about full stack, you know, about full stack developer, because full stack developer, Lurian, is a profile that can developer uh, at least two big parts of the system at the same time, you know. That profile can develop front end and back end sides, you know. And for example, currently I'm specialized in React. That is a front end, a famous front end framework, and for the past 3 years, you know. So currently I consider myself specialized in this field, you know. And Christian, he's a full stack guy, you know. There are a lot of joke about this. I don't know what you think about, Christian. What do you think about this question and about this joking?
Yes. So yeah, when I sometimes when I look at some job position there on LinkedIn, they are looking for a like a severino in
Yeah,
IT area, because
yeah,
the worst parts of that is that they are not willing to pay why they deserve, because for a guy who does a lot of things, I think the salary has to be really high. Even more, they ask for a high English level inside of already with all of those skills that they are asking. So yeah, all of the time that I look at of for those kind of job position, that comes to my mind. I used to call them the ninjas,
mhm,
for those guys who know a lot of things or can work in different with different technologies. Nowadays, I consider that I am not that full stack as I was, because I stopped working in the front end. I am more nowadays specialized in the back end. So I'm trying to enhance my knowledge there, because it's a universe. Every
yeah.
single technology, every
Front
single
end the
framework is a
same, man.
universe. So I think this yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible to be great in everything.
Yeah,
So I think that it's important to get to hold the focus in something and don't get distracted, because you will get lost easily in IT field. It's not just in IT field. I think that this quotation that you wrote here can be applied in every single sector. I think that in Spanish we have something similar, that is el que mucho abraza, poco
I
aprieta,
got you.
something
I
like
got
that. That means that if you try to hold on a lot of things, the pressure is not that
you. Yeah,
high.
yeah,
And I think that, yeah, and I think that it's good to be aware of that
yeah,
and try to master specific things that will be useful for your
yeah,
career. And when you really feel that you are really good at it, you can move to another one.
yeah.
Because if you go to another, you won't be specialized in anything. So I agree. Yeah, I think that almost completely agree with that, with this quotation citation. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Another joke that I saw a long time ago about that, full stack developer was compared with a current bus driver, you know, because in Brazil, there are I think a lot of cities, the bus driver is work as collector as well, you know. And so I used to I saw a image comparing a full stack developer with bus driver, because he have to collector, have to drive, and have to fix the bus, you know, and all of this stuff. It's a kind of Severino for sure. Okay. Thank you, guys. Yeah. And I can bring a example to finish my speech about this question. If I didn't work a long time as front-end developer, it was impossible to me was invited to work in my current project. 2 weeks ago, I was invited to work in an emergency project for an important customer for my current company. It's about a mobile app, Android app, and my skills in developer front end are helping me a lot to advance this development quickly, you know. So if I didn't have this experience for these years, it was impossible to me. Was invited and to continue develop because I think I did around of 70% of this project. I did completely alone, you know. I've started and I've created all this, decided the architecture and something like that in 2 weeks, you know. So these specific abilities are helping me in this specific project, of course. Okay. Uh, let's go to the 30 question. Christian, could you read an answer for us, please? Oh, a second
Sure.
question.
Let's see.
Second
I
or
think that's
30?
the third one.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, let me see here. How can the fear of failure prevent people from going beyond good to achieve the best? Yeah, I couldn't agree more with this statement. I think that one of the most normal or common reason why people don't try to do something else or going beyond is the fear of failure, as well the fear of judgment. I know that there are a lot of people who really liked or love sharing their ideas, their goals, their objectives with friends, with families. And I think that it's something bad because it's like you are doing something or you are telling them that you will achieve something, and then they believe that they have the grant, I'm gonna say, or they have the I got the word in English. They have the right to ask you how is it going, how your plans are going, because you are really counting them your plans. So that's why I prefer when I'm trying to achieve something special or something that I really want to. I try to don't share so much with my friends or with my as well with a certain part of my family
Mhm.
because they start like chico brando. I don't know
Yeah.
how to say that in English, and you feel the pressure. So I think that it's better to keep that private,
Mhm.
privately, until you think that you are almost there or almost ready or almost prepared to achieve that. And I think it's a good time for for telling for those you have more confidence to. So, but yeah, getting back to the question, yeah, I think that failure is the most common, the most common reason why people don't want to go beyond.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah, if I had, of course, I don't use to work a lot with a mobile project. I had this experience some years ago, and I studied a specific framework because I liked to work in that project by the time, and I had this opportunity in my current role, but of course I feel fear because I did only study projects, you know, not a commercial one. So it's my first time building a commercial product and completely. I'm building a commercial project here from scratch, you know. So for me it's amazing. I feel fear, but let's go with fear at all. There is expression in Brazil. Se tá com medo, vai com medo, assim, vai com medo. Se tá com medo, vai com medo mesmo. And how about you, Luria?
Yes, I agree about this expression. I think we need to go for it, and of course, it's a risk, but sometimes we cannot calculate
Yeah,
the
a
risk.
lot of
But
time.
uh, when you try to calculate, to evaluate, how is will be, and maybe something can be different that you imagine in the beginning. But about the question, I think the fear really can make people stop, like and try to avoid, try to don't take any risk, and always we have some kind of sabotage, sabotage, self
Yeah,
sabotage, and
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
and this kind of moment, because it's your body, sometimes your body acting like with fear, and also your mind, doing some tricks for
hmm,
you, and of course you can develop anxiety and depression because of that. It's depend of how much you have this kind of fear of
yeah,
failure in something. And I think you need to always to pay attention, it's better word, and motivate, how what motivates you,
yeah.
to do, to change your mindset, to try to learn that this is normal, like can you
Hmm,
maybe we'll have some kind of mistake, but it's normal. Try to calculate if it's possible what we will
yeah.
do if you don't get what you need, and
It's a good
learn
exercise.
and learn.
Aligning our expectations in a good
Yes,
and bad outcomes.
yes. So, and learn, if with the process. But I really can understand about when the fear will stop you to advance in your life and some kind of field that you want. Like we
Yeah.
can talk about language. There is a lot of people, they are stuck, and language because of that too, because they have fear of to be a failure again, and yeah, it's depend of a lot of things. So sometimes you will just choose for the good instead to achieve the best because of that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a hard topic, and depends of the person. And just to finish my point of view, guys, I need to be honest about two things. The first one is I know I need to enhancing my toolbox about my career. So currently, I'm deep in dive into Python program language. I know that that technology is commonly used for backend side, and I have no problem to in the future maybe work as a full stack developer. I was full stack developer in my first job as developer, and I have no problem with this. And I'm open to learn new things and new stuffs about that. And the second one, uh, uh, what was the second one? I'm forgetting. Let me see. Uh, Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot.
One day we
Okay.
will remember.
One day, maybe today or not, I don't know. Lurian, could you, yeah, bring your opinion about the question number four, please?
Yes, if you always choose the safest or easiest option in life, how do you think your success would be affected? This is hard, right?
I like it
Uh,
of hard questions, Lurian.
I know, Oswald, I know. I'm getting there in French. Now all my questions are really easy. Easy, not easy like too deep, but okay. Always it's kind of depend, but normally the success is in the side of something more hard, to choose, to in the way, but it's depend what is success for someone, you know. So the question is not because it's not hard to answer. It's just because we have a lot of ways to think, you know, about first what is a success for you, you know.
Yeah.
If you if for you is just to eat something, to have a job, to arrive at your place and have some kind of security, this is success, you know. You don't need to have a lot of things. So it depends of the concept of the success. But I would say, in my opinion, normally, if you always the way that I choose for my things, always I have some kind of challenge, something
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn. And it's really good to evolve ourselves, to learn more things about us, about life. I realize sometimes, like when I have this kind of experience of new things, that, oh, what is happening here? Why I'm feeling this, you know? Because it's something new that is affecting me and make me think, make me develop something. So in my opinion, all this is hard. It's not easy to manage that. So I will say, and just think about me, my way to I was raised, and my way I will be. That it's not easy. The way you need to choose always will have some challenge that you need to overcome, and uh, and the success for me is really is really related to my quality of life, to achieve the things I'm looking for, like to have a better quality life, to travel more, to spend time with my family. And I know that to have all these that I want,
Mm-hmm.
I really need to do a lot of things, and these things make me take risks, make me evolve, make me develop.
Yeah.
So I think the easy way, the most of times, will not take you and the point that you want, but it's really hard to, because it's a deep question. It's depend of a lot of things,
This
and that
this question is totally personal one,
uh,
you know. There wasn't the right or wrong one, wrong answer, you know. It's totally personal, in my opinion. So I got you, Luria. I got you. I can imagine Christian's answer about that, but I would like to listen you, Christian, please.
So I completely agree that perhaps success means is the meaning is different for every single person. But I think that just staying over there in a comfort zone or something that you think that it's something already good for you. I think that if you don't push yourself to go beyond, perhaps you won't see your real potential, and it's something scary. I know that it can be risky. Perhaps try to go beyond, but I think that it's better to try than in the future regret to having not tried it before. So I know that it's really painful and difficult to getting out of your comfort zone, trying to do something new, perhaps starting something new or restart something that you couldn't start before. For example, for
Yeah.
me, English was really difficult at the beginning when I started studying this. I stopped for some years because I was completely, how can I say it?
Overwhelmed.
I'm completely sure that I was not able to do it. So when
Mm,
you already created that kind of feeling in your mind and for you, it's even more difficult to go to say, okay, I'm gonna do it, try it again, and I'm gonna succeed. So I try to do it, and nowadays I'm really happy with my development, with my English
for
evolution.
sure.
But you know the process of doing that is really painful,
Yeah.
and I think that's something that nobody likes to do. but I'm really happy for that, and I don't feel regret that not have tried to learn English or trying to do it one more time. And I think it's the same feeling for every single. It can be one new subject, one new skill that you want to start. I think that you have to push yourself to really see your potential, because everybody has a potential in something specific.
I agree. And about your English is amazing, Christian. I can completely understand you. And at the same time, I feel happy about you and Lurian and dear and loved ones here in Talk and Talk. I feel happy about myself because I can understand you. So it's a common feeling in between us, you know. Uh, and yeah, and how about you, Lurian?
No, I answered this question, no?
Oh,
It's a,
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my
no,
goodness.
don't
I, I
worry.
I I didn't take note here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my
No, no.
turn.
It's the
Well,
question
guys.
number 4.
Yeah. You said. I'm sorry. Well, I think I said that I was imagining what Christian would answer because I know he changed his life along the way a lot. You moved to another region, another culture, bring your his family here. So it's not easy to do. I'm sure that if you wasn't this kind of person, you wouldn't be living here in Brazil, for example. And about me, guys, I had a time when I choose to dive into development to try to become a developer. When I had no job, I sold a small business that I had some years ago, and I pick a portion of that money to pay my bills for some time while I was studying this field. Of course, I had by the time I had been no, I had no idea if it would work for me. I didn't know if I would get some job as developer or if I was succeed in some field in that by the time. Um, so I was totally in the dark, but I had uh, uh, yeah, I had a positive mindset and fé. I forgot fé in English. Um, in God and myself, and trust that good things would happen in the future. And I'm so happy to have this opportunity to work with my role currently. I love to work as developer and all this stuff. And yeah, I think I totally agree with Christian. I think it's necessary we push ourselves to next level, but it's necessary we, like Lurian said, evaluate what is success for us, for sure. And that's it, guys. Well, guys, the time is over. Oh my goodness, the conversation was good. I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'm sorry for any mistake, but we are here to learn together, and I hope you like it. Someone has some points to add in
No, no.
this final conversation? No?
No, Osvaldo, just don't worry about any mistake. You are really a great host, okay? And
Thank
I
you.
really think you enjoyed the conversation because you are like a bit lost about the questions today, like how you
Yeah.
answer. Because when it's a nice conversation, we just share things. It's like that. So you can say you achieve your mission here about the conversation, okay?
Oh,
Really
it's
good.
good to hear you about that. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you,
And
Christian.
Thank you, and I need to go. Like I have I mentioned now,
Okay.
but see you Friday. Bye
Let's
bye. Bye bye,
Friday.
Kristen.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Well,
Bye,
let's
Dorian.
let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think we finished this conversation,
Hmm.
Christian. So, have a good day, and yeah, man.
Have a
I
good
hope you
one.
have a good weekend during this weekend and next one. That's it.
Hmm.
Take
Hope
care.
you the same. See you later. Bye bye.
See you. See you.